you see in the last 5 years or so, there's so much of really explosive growth of devices, technologies, platforms, operating systems. You've got so much technology now. You're spoiled for choice. You've got PCs, desktops, you've got laptops, mobile phones, tablets, so many options there. And within each of those, you've got Android and you've got Apple. Within Apple, you've got iOS, latest version iOS. Now today, as we speak, Apple is releasing the next version of iOS 12, the next version of their phones, iPhone 12 as well, and iOS, next version of iOS, which is 14. And so on and so forth. Even Google does the next version, and something else Microsoft comes up with its own operating system, updates, so many options there, so many different vendors offering the solutions. What is it that we need to do? Why do we need so many things? Because we need to prioritize in terms of the platforms, whether it is desktop, should it work with desktop, with web browser, what kind of browsers? We've got no less than 10 different browsers on each of these devices. And what within each of the browsers, whether you've got Opera, you've got Safari, Firefox, Chrome, blah, 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 IE, Edge, and within each of them, they've got different versions. And then you've got mobile, separate operating systems for mobile. So you've got native apps for iOS, native apps for Android, Windows phones. And then within each of these, you've got different channels. So for example, you also need to look at the kind of channels you need to make your product available. Is it through the print stream? Is it digital platform? Is it something like on the interactive TV format? Is it completely online? Is it social media like LinkedIn, Facebook? Do you have to have a separate Facebook page? Should you have a separate YouTube channel to actually kind of reach out to your target audience? So operating systems, Windows, Apple, you've got so many, Linux, open source, so many different things, so many different browsers. So you are literally spoiled for choice. So that's where prioritization is required. You cannot develop a product, the e-commerce website that we were talking about for mobile accessories. You cannot just have it and then say that I want to have this mobile phone made available on all the platforms and all the channels and all the devices and all the operating systems from day one. So that's a big problem. And take it from me, that kind of multi-platform or cross-browser testing is a nemesis, is a nightmare. So it takes so much time to actually test a particular website on 10 different versions of the browser, 10 different browsers, 10 different devices. It's a nightmare to do the testing. So what you do is, before you actually say that I want to actually have an app, or I want to have this mobile application or mobile accessory selling website, you need to prioritize where do you want to have that, which browsers, which operating system, what. So that's where the prioritization comes in. It really comes in handy to help you identify and make your life easy, and make not just your life, but also your team, your stakeholders, your customers, users, pretty much everybody's life is easy when you kind of prioritize. You can always say, you know what, don't worry, we're just having this, for example, the application that we have got on Texavi Analyst Zone, it's available only on Android now, but we are making it, we are working towards making it on iOS as well. That's okay. We can always say that now upfront. We can always say there are known issues, there are limitations known that we are working on. So you don't have to really make it like you can't please everyone every time.